Jamboard because there's a place to upload pictures. Here's an example of a Jamboard that Jen Shuffler did from the Low Country site. I have the Jamboard that I'm sharing with you. I did the first one. Mine's not as nifty and pretty as hers, but I stuck some pictures in there of books that were from my history and building up to now. So be creative and do it the way you feel you need to do it. This is the video that you will want to watch if you're not familiar with Jamboard so that you'll know how to do it. And again, it just reminds you that you'll use the questions from the interview. You'll click on Jamboard, and what you do is each, I'm going to open it up in just a moment and show you. I'll show you when I finish this, but with the Jamboard at the top, you'll see a little screen and it has an arrow, and if you click it, it'll just take you to the next one, and if you'll finally, when you get to the last page, you can click it again and it'll give you a clean page to go to. So don't take more than 30 minutes to do it. You don't want to spend all day on it, but we do want you to try to get it done today so that because I'll have access to it and I will link it so that we can look at it in October. Then after you complete that in your coaching journal, we want you to reflect why a literacy timeline is important in your work as a coach and how could you use this tool as a lens for coaching. So normally, starting in October, we would take a break and then you would go to your book club. But we don't have a book club this time. But remember, year one, you need to get The Art of Coaching and read chapter 1. It's on your handout, your digital handout. Year 2, you need to go to that spreadsheet and fill out that form and put at least choice 1 and choice 2, remembering that the list that you can choose from is in the book club expectations link. It's at the bottom. And then at the end, after you've completed all of this, to go to the bottom of your digital handout and click on the survey link and complete that for us so that we can see how we did and what we need to do better. So I think that is it in a nutshell. So when you go back to the digital handout, you'll see the link for that PowerPoint I just showed you, and you can go through it at a slower pace. And then the links for the interview are there for you to answer the questions. And I'm gonna share just real quick. Not that one. Nope. Okay. Right here. This is the Jamboard that I created. And I just started off with some of the books my mom read to me when I was little. And then when I went to school, I read from Dick and Jane and Sally. And Sally was my imaginary friend. Then my brother read NASCAR to me, and my dad read comic strips to me. And I just threw that in there really quickly so you'd have an example, but you can see you can just hit the arrow and go to an empty page and put your name on it and go to it. And just remember that you want to comment. It tells you again in the PowerPoint how many people to comment on so that they get some response. And you can just put it on a sticky note saying, oh, yes, I had that book, or oh, I had the same experience, or however you want to do. But if I can do it, you can do it, because I even had to figure out how to start a new one. So, and I am not techie at all. I've had my techie stretch this summer. So anyway, any questions before we say so long until next time? Please don't hesitate.
Let me make sure I'm clear. With the interview questions, are we just choosing ones that we want to use, or is there a set
Yeah,
number of ones?
that's up to you. Just the
Okay.
ones that resonate with you, that you would help you be able to show it in the Jamboard.
Okay. Thank you.
Mhm. And you have my example, and then there's one example in the PowerPoint that you can look at too, because I saw that Afrika asked about examples. I'm gonna stop the recording.